I'm not
So
talking
don't
about
act like
changing
you
the
ain't
opinion.
never changed
I'm
yours.
not
No,
talking
listen.
about-
Go, here
Whoa,
you go.
guys,
I
this
said,
is loud.
No,
This is a lot.
no, it's supposed to be a lot.
Let's appease Molly. Kendrick Perkins,
I hate
I
you guys.
respectfully disagree.
You always-
You understand that in Miami, this is what I thought Jimmy Butler was doing.
Hold on. I know what you're saying, and you're making a good point.
If I'm making a good point, then why are you interrupting?
I'll let you
And
finish.
You did say
But
I was making a good point.
When the Warriors came into town, they played the Brooklyn Nets. Who was Stephen A. sitting next to with his legs crossed? Joe Laker.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Can I add to that?
You had your legs crossed?
I did not have my legs crossed, but that's okay. I mean, he's getting a little bit too specific. I mean, that is not true. Right now, Molly's talking louder than either one of us, Kendrick Perkins. I just want you to notice that. She's talking louder than either one of us. He's El Capitan. You speak respectfully of Derek Jeter. You don't raise your voice about him. He's Derek Jeter. Mr. Top Gun, because that's what we going to call him today. Mr. Top Gun.
Hey,
Thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up.
Didn't I tell y'all? That's J.J. Redick, man. Top Gun.
Go check out my new movie. It's in theaters right now. It's actually
right.
better than the original. It's better than the original.
What a week it was. I mean, do we have fun on this show or what? Let's be honest.
I do have a slight critique, and Molly would appreciate this, Big Perk. There was a point where they said earlier this week that Molly was more correct than us, and Molly wanted that in the montage, and they left it out. So Molly, I mean,
Thank you
I
very much,
personally
right?
think that Kendrick Perkins, Antoine Lewis, James Dunn, Sam Tanucci, they left it out. Those are the name of the producers
I
of the show,
actually
y'all.
perfectly
They left
remember
it out.
that debate when I had much more poignant points
They
than you.
left it
That
out.
was
I'm
when
diving about.
Doggy and Paul
I'm diving out
Feinbaum
the
were on the
producers.
show. And I had to
That's
teach
right.
you about the Jimbo and Saban situation. Thank you for
Yeah,
remembering.
I got you.
Yeah.
See, I remember. See how I look out for you. See how I look out for you.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
If I was you, though, Stephen A., it would have been in there, but I'm not. Adam Silver said the NBA is considering switching the voting process for all NBA selections, where voters select the 15 best players regardless of position. Do you like this?
I love it. Mad props to J.J. Redick, who had mentioned it, and I completely agree with him. It should be just the top 15 players in the league. It shouldn't be by position. It should be positionless. I totally agree, and I'm proud that Adam Silver, yet again, is showing why he's a great commissioner, taking this into consideration.
All right. We know the Warriors like to turn it up in the third. Well, the Celtics matched that energy in the fourth and then some. The Celtics outscored the Warriors 40-16 in the fourth quarter to turn a 12-point deficit after three into a 12-point win. Boston's plus 24 scoring margin matched the largest in any quarter in finals history and was the best in any fourth quarter. Kendrick Perkins, what went wrong for Golden State?
Well, everything went wrong for Golden State. Look, let me tell you what went wrong. What went wrong is, Molly, who they played in the Western Conference. And I'm not disrespecting anybody, but listen, the Western Conference is a weaker conference. We all know that the East is much better than the West. And so what happened was last night, guess what? It's just like a boxing match, okay? The Golden State Warriors, they came out and they threw a couple of hooks, they threw a couple straight rights, and they tried to knock them out. And what happened was the Boston Celtics took the punch and said, you know what? Hey, this is not too much for us. I got him. I done took his best shot. That's what boxers do. That's what the Celtics done. They saw that, you know what? The Golden State Warriors hit hard, but they don't knock you out. And so since they didn't knock them out, guess what happened? They gave the Boston Celtics more life and more hope and more belief. Now in game two, it's really going to be a problem because you took their best punch and now they have nothing else to throw at you. 21 points in the first quarter by Steph Curry. I mean, I don't know a harder punch or a straight right that's better than that.
Kendrick Perkins, I respectfully disagree with your point about you took their best punch. Because the reality of the situation is that we've seen Klay Thompson explode in a Game 5 or a Game 6, for example. I'm saying that when you talk about their best punch, there are other punches the Golden State Warriors can throw. Now, you don't have to shrivel up your face like that and act like you got the same kind of attitude these athletes have. You're talking to your little big bro here, okay? So what I'm trying to say to you is just relax. All right? I agree where you coming from in terms of your props to the Boston Celtics. I'm just simply modifying that particular position. I don't think we can sit up there and say in all honesty, Kendrick Perkins, that was Golden State's best punch. We know that Golden State can play better. We know that they can do better. Now, the fact that they didn't do better, you can credit the Boston Celtics. I ain't got no issue with that. But it doesn't mean that that's not something that the Golden State Warriors can overcome, because ultimately what it comes down to is your ability to make shots. And this is one of the elite shooting teams that we have seen. We know they've got the personnel to overcome the level of adversity. I will say this, though, Kendrick Perkins, to show how fair we both are. To show how fair we both are. Are you sitting back for this one? I got something special for you, Kendrick Perkins. I got something special for you. I think
Go ahead.
it's either
Go ahead.
it's either 1-7 or like 1-8. Golden State's record in games without Kevin Durant, postseason, in series rather, without Kevin Durant. It's something like that. I mean, I don't know. I got to look up the number again. But since Kevin Durant has departed, see how fair I am? See how fair I am? Since Kevin Durant has departed from Golden State, they're having some problems. They're having some problems in the postseason. Just thought it would need to be said.
Yeah, they are, but Stephen A., let me explain something to you, okay? Usually when Golden State go up by 10 or 15 points, what's your natural reaction when you're watching the game?
They're going to win.
What you usually say? Be honest.
They're about to run them out of the building.
Like it's
they're about
over,
to run them
right?
out of the building.
Yep. Especially at home. Any other team, we would have been like, it's over. They didn't go up by 10 to 15 one time. They was up by 10 to 15 on multiple occasions, twice, where they went up and Boston walked it down. See, here's the thing that I want to explain to you again about Klay Thompson and about Jordan Poole. See, we focus on Marcus Smart, and rightfully so, as being the defensive player of the year, okay? Give him all the credit. You know, he's going to guard Steph Curry. Steph Curry is going to win some of those battles because he's just that spectacular. When we talk about a top 15 greatest player of all time, that's knocking at the door of being the top 10 greatest player of all time. But when we talk about Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole, this is why I love Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum so much. Not what they bring on the offensive end, but them being 6'6", and Jason Tatum being 6'10", because he's legit 6'10" when you see him in person. Being athletic, being lengthy, long and size, and being able to move their feet. This is why I say Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson are going to struggle, Stephen A. They're going to struggle because Boston have multiple defenders that are capable of locking up at the wing position. Like, I'm hoping to see a better series so we can see, 7 games and watch some overtime games. But I don't know if that's going to happen. If Steph Curry don't even have the night that he had last night, this game ain't even close.
Let me say this to you, and I'm not throwing shade because, damn it, we all wrong, especially me when it comes to the NBA Finals, because I get emotional and I think about the cities that I want to be in more than I think about the basketball team. So we know that my record ain't great with the NBA Finals. But I will say this to you. Let me throw a little shade on you respectfully. You've been wrong about the Boston Celtics before, but in all seriousness, let's analyze why. Because there have been a few occasions where the Boston Celtics team that you know and love didn't show up. So you keep thinking about what Golden State will do or hasn't done or may be incapable of doing. I'm saying I can point to a Boston Celtics team that looked lights out one game and then show up the next, and you like, who the hell are these guys? What the hell are they doing? Boston tends to do that from time to time. So let's take into account the fact that what we saw from Boston in Game 1, while lethal, and recognizing that if that continues, Golden State's going to lose this series, let's also understand that it's entirely possible, especially when they go home, that the Boston Celtics might not resemble the team we know them to be. That is possible.
Oh, Steven, no. And guess what? I don't disagree with you. I still have this series going 7. All I'm saying is what I told you the other day when I came on here earlier this week. My opinions are based on the facts, okay? When the facts change, guess what? My opinion changed. I think we all need to live by that. That's the perfect analogy. When the facts change, the opinions change. That's just what it is. But from what I saw last night, right. The Celtics are more athletic. They have more size, and I just don't see the Warriors overcoming that. I'm not saying they're gonna get swept. You know what the great Shaquille O'Neal used to say? He used to say when people try to guard him, you could get physical with me the first quarter. You could get physical with me in the second quarter. You could get physical with me in the third quarter. But guess what? When it comes to that fourth quarter, I got you. And you're going to be dead. So what happened?
Very important point to bring up. You're right. I get where you're coming from. I'm of the mindset that if Golden State could figure out 3 games on how to beat Boston, they could beat them a 4th game in the game 7. So if Boston takes them out, I think it'll be in 6 instead of 7, or the 7th game at the Chase Center. Number 2, Shaquille O'Neal, there should be an arrest warrant for him. I want to bring this up. Did you see that? Did you see that ridiculous suit he had on yesterday? I mean, come on. Shaquille O'Neal.
I thought it looked good.
Oh, my gosh, stop it. Stop it. Shaquille, he needs to take that suit and burn it in effigy. I don't want to hear that. Stop it. That suit that Shaquille, you too damn big, Shaquille O'Neal have on that suit that he had on yesterday. I mean, it was not impressive. It was not. I'm calling Shaquille O'Neal out on national television. That suit, Lord have mercy, Molly, you should have seen it. If you ain't seen it, go back to the. I'm surprised we saw him on TV.
You told me, so I could have got a clip of it.
The suit was so damn loud. I'm shocked we saw Shaq instead of the suit. I mean, it was one of those things straight out of Michael Irvin's closet. I'm telling you right now. It was straight out of Michael Irvin's closet, Molly. I said, what the hell is going on?
I'm Googling it right now.
Oh, Lord, wait till you see it, Molly.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Now, Molly, your neck is going to snap back when you see it, Molly.
No, you know what came up? You know what came up when I Googled Shaq's suit? He has his own suit line, so I can't even get a picture of it quickly.
That better not be one of them. That better not be one of them.
Well, see, that's the problem I have. What's wrong with the big fellas stepping out of their comfort zone every now and then, huh? Just because they got to add a little bit more fat. What's wrong with that?
Can I answer the question?
Yeah.
Can I answer the question? Listen, Mr. Alcatraz, you don't get to say that how you just started the show. Don't even try it, okay? Don't even try it. You just did it to bring up the handcuffs. That's all. You know good and damn well you would have been caught dead with that suit if you didn't have those handcuffs. That's number 1. Number 2, if you're going to be big like y'all are, right? 300+ pounds, talking about big and sexy and all of this other stuff, at least had a decency to have a suit that's not made out of your damn tablecloth. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm trying to tell you right now, Molly, that suit that he wore yesterday,
okay, no
Uncle
more
Jerome and the crew,
until I
they
get to
laughing
see
right
it.
now. They know what I'm saying. That damn suit, that damn suit that he had on, the only reason people said it was okay is because they work with him. That's my brother Shaq, my big brother. You know how much I love him. But my God, that suit that he wore yesterday,